look as they came into the building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. The beautiful, dramatic setting here in Salt Lake City, Utah becomes apparent when you get a look at the aerial shot of the surroundings. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Donovan Mitchell is precocious beyond his years. He says, I lead a lot using my voice. It's natural for me. And Coach Quinn Snyder said, the way Donovan carries himself is infectious. There's an innocence to the way he plays. He's not showboating, he's just smiling. He loves to compete. Guys?
I love his personality. That was a great story, Dave. Thank you. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Wednesday, they'll tip it off, a road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talented advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Now a look at Memphis's starting group. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Tyus Jones out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. In at the small and power forward, it's Ingles and Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Back to Conley. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
You see the confidence rising? I mean, when Brooks is firing away like this, keep feeding him.
Here's Conley, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
The Jazz shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And after a down season in 2020, with some questioning if he was over the hill, Greg Mike Conley came roaring back last season.
And the first player ever to make his All-Star debut that far into his career, it had to feel something like redemption. And I tell you, he's not done yet. Has a nice new contract to prove it.
Here's Mitchell after the basket by Jaren Jackson. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Makes it off the glass.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Jackson misses.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Ingles with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Bogdanovich, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now Dylan Brooks, who went to Oregon, was the 2017 Pac-12 Player of the Year.
Yeah, and the second round pick that year, I mean, he was taken 45th. Despite that, he's carving out a solid career as a two-way wing.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
And both free throws good for Brooks. Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
So it's Utah now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Conley. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Jones dishes to Brooks. Shoots from 12. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Brooks has got 7.
They've come out with guns blazing, 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the deep rhythm.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Now here's Adams. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. They get it back. Jackson, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Here's Mitchell. Misses off the right iron. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Now here's Conley. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, a fearless play by Mitchell. Sinks his shot while being fouled, and now he'll get to the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passing in the first half has been outstanding.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present, but standing 6'1". Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
Now here's Anderson. 12 points his last outing, and the shot goes in.
That limp helping Anderson on these contested shots. Sometimes he's just a little long.
Conley with it. Jones covering. Bounce pass, Conley. Gobert against Adams. Outside Conley. And too long on the shot. And we know what Mitchell can do offensively. But Greg, how do you evaluate his defensive game?
And Kevin, without question, there's room for improvement. I'd say he's probably below average, but he has the tools that if he tightens up that part of his game, look out.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. It's a mark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Look at the speed of Conley. Creates such problems for the defense. That's how he earns these calls.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Conley.
And look, he's an elite defender at his position. Conley also contributes in many different ways on the offensive end.
And Memphis making a change here. Tillman's checked in. And Conley drops them both. Now Anderson. That shot off the mark. So Utah will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
Utah shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. that drops, so they now lead by 1. Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Pass to Tillman. Now here's Brooks. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Grizzlies shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Jazz have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. Driving to the basket. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
It's Anderson with the try. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Bain in for DeAnthony Melton. Anderson in the post. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Anderson's shot is off. Gobert the pass to Bogdanovich. Conley kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Conley. Mitchell in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target from 3-point range. The 10-footer. Bain, no good. Jazz leading by 3. Mitchell right side. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Mike Conley. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 5. Here he goes. Pass to Tillman. Bain inside the 3-point line. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Jazz leading by 3. Mitchell with it. He's got 9. He dishes it to Clarkson. The pass to Gay. Over Jones. And that one is off. And it's Memphis the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench did exactly what they needed to do. Without their production, who knows if they win that game.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Here's Tillman. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
As good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Whiteside's checked in for Utah. O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. And Memphis also making a switch. Konchar's checked in. Here's Jones. What a tremendous game he played against Minnesota. Here's Konchar, guarded by O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Konchar can't get it to go. They swipe it. And Whiteside sends it back.
Oh, no. Remember, Whiteside has had 10-plus blocks in a single game. A true swatting machine.
Gay, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Jones the pass to Concho. Here's Bain, the 3, and Desmond Bain with the 3. Bain's got his second basket of the night.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Jazz leading by 4. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Bain. He has 5. To the paint. Here's Tillman. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
After 3 seasons at Michigan State, Xavier Tillman came to the NBA ready to make an impact.
A tremendous feel for the game. I mean, he knows where to be on both ends. He has all the makings of a quality two-way player.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Mitchell dishes to Gay. Takes it inside. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Jones. Bain inside the 3-point line. Had the space there, but it's offline. To the inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Kicks to Jones. Lobbed up there for Clark. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points in the game. And there it is for him. Mitchell's got 13.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Jones against Mitchell. And it's good for 2. Jones has got his second bucket. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Clarkson. Passes it to Whiteside. Over Jones. Konchar pulls it in. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Lets it go from 11. Here's Clark. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
Grizzlies have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And it's tied up with that one.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile
offensively.
Eric Pascal, he's checked in for Whiteside. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Here's Mitchell, and there's the drive. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Here's Clark. Gay with the block. And here's Pascal. And the last shot for the buzzer is off. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And the 2021 Sixth Man of the Year winner, Jordan Clarkson, excelling in his role under coach Quinn Snyder in the Utah Jazz. And Clarkson really finding his niche, providing Greg instant scoring off the Utah bench.
And there's tremendous value in a player who can create his own shot and really carry a second unit. With Clarkson's quickness, so tough to bottle him up.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
They've been effectively aggressive here in the first half, driving to the hoop with authority and getting a lot of their points right at the rim.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Bain in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Clarkson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
For the Jazz, Joe Ingles is checked in for Clarkson, and it's Conley in for Mitchell. And Memphis also making a switch. Brooks checked in. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The length that Gay has poses so many issues for defenders, especially when he's going up with the shot.
The Jazz have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And when it comes to athletic small forwards, Gay is the cream of the crop. An aggressive player whose reach really helps him on both offense and defense.
And so Gay nails both of them. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now, here's Melton. Pass to Brooks. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And that's now 6 points for Jaren Jackson. Now here's Conley. He's guarded by Melton. Ingles can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. Jacks up a three. Conchar can't get it to go. Pascal, the pass to Ingles. Back to Pascal. Now, Ingles. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 4. No good on the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Adams with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Now, here's Melton. He's covered by Gay. Melton, no good. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's Gay with the drive and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, that's the explosiveness of Gay on his drive. It's almost impossible to contain a real powerful finisher around the rim who forces defenders to get rough with him.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocked down the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Adams taking his time here. Here's Conchar. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Utah leading by 3. Ingles passes to Conley. Misses the 3.
That's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Brooks against O'Neal. And here is Brooks. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
The Grizzlies have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And that one falls for Brooks. For the Jazz, Gobert comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bogdanovich in for Royce O'Neal. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. And both free throws good for Brooks. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Conley kicks to Pascal. Jazz passing it around. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Brooks. He shoots again, and Jackson gets it to go.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. And the rejection by Jackson. Anderson passes to Jackson. It's stolen by Gobert. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. I watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks. Now here's Conley. 5 points in the game. Gobert can't hit. For Memphis, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Now, here's Melton. He kicks it to Adams. A turnaround Jay, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Jackson's got 10 points.
Oh, looking comfortable taking his shot. Got to respect Jackson's touch from this area if you're the defense.
On the wing, Ingles. Adams defending. Here's Gobert, and it's Gobert again missing. The Grizzlies have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Jackson, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Jackson.
Well, if you ask me, what really distinguishes Jackson is the soft touch on the shot. Most young bigs are still trying to develop.
Here's Conley, and he drops it in from the low post. He's got 7.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Here's Melton. Mike Conley grabs the miss. Utah trailing here. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Brooks feeling it out of it. Gobert with the block. And there's the pass to Ingles. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses. Here's Melton.
Hard to imagine Eric Paschal going 41st in the draft. If that was done over, he'd be a lottery pick.
Yeah, I mean, you get knocked down, you just staying in college for years. I mean, it allowed him to be an NBA ready and polished as a player. Great pickup for this team.
Here's Ingles. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, the defender all over him. And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Ingles. And he grew up playing Australian rules football, and Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one, but they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Whiteside's checked in for Eric Paschal, and it's Mitchell in for Mike Conley. Memphis trailing here. Anderson with the ball, now defended by Gobert, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Anderson against Bogdanovich, and Anderson kicks to Jones. Clark outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be Whiteside shooting. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And from day one, there was no doubt about Hassan Whiteside's ability to impact the game with his defense.
Yeah, he's one of a handful of guys who can rack up a triple-double. Using rejections as one of his stats. I mean, he makes guys think twice about driving the lane when he's on the court.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
Yeah, and that's what you like about Whiteside. I mean, the rim protection, the rebounding, the intimidation factor. I mean, still developing as an offensive player, making strides, but not good.
Now here's Anderson. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Clarkson. Mitchell trying to free himself.
Changing ends. I mean, Clarkson's speed can be hard to match up with.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Bain. 5 points in the game. Jones in the post. Covered by Mitchell. Jones, no luck.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
And so here's Memphis. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Here's Anderson, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Utah.
To the middle. Here's Whiteside. Second chance shot. Nice shot by Gobert.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Anderson against Gobert. Anderson's shot is off.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
A three from Bogdanovich. And they'll get another chance. Whiteside, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Bain. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, way too much standing around in this quarter. They should look to get it inside for more high percentage chances.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gay's checked in. And that one misses. Utah leading by 4. Dishes it to Mitchell. Gay passes to Whiteside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What a powerful physical profile. Whiteside gives his team a reliable interior scoring option.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Konchar's checked in for the Grizzlies. So he comes up empty at the line.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Jones with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, his field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
Passes to Whiteside. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Utah leading. Gay passes to Clarkson. And here's Whiteside. The jump hook, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Jones, the pass to Tillman. Stolen by Clarkson. Now, here's O'Neal. He's tightly guarded. Good on the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 4.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jones, the pass to Konchar. Here's Tillman. Outside, Jones. Here's the teardrop. The layup missed. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. And then Gay with the dunk.
Oh, man, the dunks that Gay flushes home are what he's best known for. A relentless athlete. He just flat out gets it done.
Now here's Jones. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Bain. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Clarkson. Down low. Here's Tillman. He's covered by Whiteside. Tillman's shot is off. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And it's Mitchell missing. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Clark up top. He's covered by Gay. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good from Clark. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets up.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. So far, he's played a big role for his team here. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
The free throw line has been a huge factor in this game. The more aggressive team normally wins in the NBA. Racking up points at the free throw line is huge, but also it gets the other team in foul trouble. That shakes up their rotation. It's a win-win.
And, Shaq, let's get your input on the Grizzlies.
Well, the story is their poor shooting, under 40%. You got to give the D some credit. They look uninspired on offense. It'd be nice to see fewer isolation plays, more ball movement, and creating for each other.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Joe Ingles is out there with Rudy Gay, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group right now for Utah.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Mitchell left side. Adams trying to free himself up. Shot's good by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 17.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
That's a nice defensive effort. Sticking right up on him and affecting the shot.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Bogdanovich is checked in for Rudy Gay. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this.
Gobert finds Bogdanovich. Count it, good. And now it's an 8-point Jazz lead.
And how about the fearlessness from Bogdanovich? Doesn't pay the D any mind. He enjoys sticking it to them there in the paint.
They get it back. It's good. 15 points in the game.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
It's all clicking for him right now. I mean, they got to body him up better than that.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 17. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jones against Mitchell. Jones kicks to Adams. Here's Jackson. That shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Conley scanning the floor. Mitchell, count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Adams. The dish now to Brooks. Over Gobert. That one a little long. Utah leading by 8. For 3, Mitchell. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 9. It's good.
And this guy is a gamer. Brooks, I mean, you have to admire how competitive he is, even amongst aggressive coverage.
The Jazz have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. 6th Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. D.A. thanks. There's the pass to Mitchell. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Back to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Eric Pascal, he's checked in for the Jazz. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Jones against Conley. Outside Jackson. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. Now Gobert. 6 points for him. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Conley kicks to Ingles. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Pass to Brooks. Latrey. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Mitchell passes to Pascal. It's stolen by Adams. And Jones has it in the corner. Gobert with the block. Ingles finds Conley. Passes it to Gobert. Back to Conley. Going inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now look, that's the blinding quickness of Conley. You know his father ran track in the Olympics, right? He's especially effective at getting the defense to hit him on the drive.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Jazz.
I love how they've attacked the basket in this game. They've taken a very aggressive approach.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Christie made the postseason all 7 years with the Kings. Deep playoff runs, sensational play. Talk about the chemistry on those teams.
Well, chemistry was very important, Kevin. I knew that being a leader of the team, that it was incumbent upon me to make sure all players felt comfortable. Not only that you would hold them accountable, but that you would include them. And we were a family. Shout out to all my fellas that I played with. I wanted to make them better. I hope I did. They all made me.
Anderson with the ball. Conley picks him up. Here's Adams again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And Anderson kicks to Brooks. Will it go? Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And Brooks isn't just a fighter. Someone that isn't going to give in to the defense.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
One shot.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. 17 points was their biggest margin. Conley gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Milton with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. Milton passes to Jackson. Gobert with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Brandon Clark comes in for Adams. And Conchar subbed in for Brooks. Utah leading by 17. Conley dishes to Clarkson. And the basket by Pascal. Pascal's got his first bucket in this one.
Excellent setup by Clarkson. I mean, it's his teammate where he could do something with it.
Melton kicks to Anderson. Driving in, and he gets it to go. Anderson's got 6 points.
And that's the perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Inside, stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Melton. It's stolen by Gobert. Clarkson goes in, and it's blocked.
Well, this is where
measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Off on the layup.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
And Brandon Clark, a dangerous finisher, not only as a dunker, but his floater game is on point as well.
Well, you see why the Sean Marion comparisons are made. I mean, that great touch combined with his vertical leap, you know, they make him a handful inside.
Milton passes to Concho. Drives to the hoop, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Jazz leading by 15. Outside Conley, and Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And the Jazz making a change here. O'Neal's checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Baines checked in for DeAnthony Melton. O'Neal against Clark. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got his second basket.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Anderson outside. Sinks the triple.
And this shot has to give Anderson confidence. I mean, it's one he continues to try to hone over time.
Conley dishes to Ingles. Clarkson on the wing. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys at the bench. They are pumped up. He was averaging around 5.5 points a game. Back to Conley. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Shot clock at 3. Off target with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Offensive rebound. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Clark's got 8 points.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Conley's shot is off. And the Grizzlies with possession. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Clark, the pass to Concho. And here's Jackson. He's covered by Clarkson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
He's gone off the rails this quarter. And it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
And he drives in, and the layup is good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Bain. 9 points in the game so far. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Anderson.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to basket. He dishes it to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. Conley's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 10. 1:39 left to play in the third. And Anderson has it in the corner. Feeds to Clark. Stolen by Michael Conley. And the pass to O'Neal. Kicks it to Clarkson. Driving inside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
You see the poise developing in Clarkson. He makes a nice choice in the pick and roll.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Whiteside's checked in for Eric Pascal. Gay comes in for Royce O'Neal. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mitchell in for Mike Conley. Then for the Grizzlies, Tillman, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Conjar. Here's Mitchell. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. Right side pitch to Bogdanovich. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got 9 points.
And Bogdanovich is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
Now here's Jones. 8 points for him. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Can he keep it going? That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Gabe. Mitchell's got 12 points here in the second half. And it's Anderson with the ball for Memphis. 15-point game. Three seconds left. The shot comes out, and so it's Utah. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll take a quick break, and then back to the action here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Wing pairing, it's Brooks with Anderson. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Tillman in at the center position.
With the ball in his hands, Mitchell attracts attention, then breaks down the defense with the pass.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Anderson outside. And he lays it straight in.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
Mitchell passes to Gabe. Back to Mitchell. Basket counts. Mitchell's got 29.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Anderson outside. Here's Jones. The shot misses. Good D by Mitchell. Utah shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. No good from outside. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jones with it. Anderson outside. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Clarkson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Clark, the pass to Tillman. He feeds it to Brooks. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
The offensive game becoming more versatile over time. Brooks proving how dangerous he can be on this end.
Mitchell passes to Whiteside. Here's Clarkson. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. And it's good, 2 points. 31 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead. How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
Now, here's Clarkson over Brooks. Got a piece of it.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
And Whiteside sends it back. Here's the feed to Bogdanovich. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Gobert, he's checked in for Whiteside. Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Clark. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. In the corner, it's Melton. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Gobert. Another miss by Utah. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Down by 15. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in. Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
No dice from the high post.
Can't get anything to fall, but it hasn't gotten him down. I mean, he's still gunning. I guess he's still trying to contribute. It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
Here is Anderson following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Gay with the block.
And Gay has put a ton of work into his defense over the years, specifically how he times blocking those shots.
Clarkson for 3. The rebound by Anderson.
He's done a lot of little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
One shot.
I mean, I think he's kind of a throwback kind of player, if you ask me. I mean, Anderson's nickname is Slow Mo because of his ability to slow the game down and pick the opponent apart.
Now, here's Mitchell. They get the rebound. Gobert dishes to Bogdanovich. Chalk up 2 there. And 12 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
It makes him a lot more effective when his mid-range shot is dropping.
And here's Jones. Puts it up from 12. No good. Some solid defense from Clarkson. Gobert the pass to Clarkson. Driving the lane. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Anderson dishes to Adams, and that one drops for him.
And how about the power by Adams on that finish? Just brushes off the contact.
And the Jazz call time here. Joe Ingles is for Utah. Mike Conley comes in for Mitchell. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here is Brooks. Michael Conley making his last shot. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Doesn't go that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And it's Ingles off the drive. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Now here's Jones. Adams outside. Passes it to Jackson. Count the basket. And that's now 17 points for Jaren Jackson.
Oh, you got to do more than that to stop Jackson. He takes pleasure in outworking the defense.
Down low. Here's Clarkson. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Jones. Got a hand on it.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field. And I think it's really starting to get to him.
Clarkson for 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brooks misses. Jazz leading by 19. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Jackson against Gobert. Misses in close. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Adams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
And I've heard Adams is a big gamer, video games. I mean, he doesn't watch sports in his off time like a lot of guys. He'd rather have a controller in his hand.
He's off on the second. Jazz leading by 19 points. On the wing, Ingles. Brooks covering. Here's Clarkson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Good leaper. Clarkson, he'll make you pay if you let him get to the rim.
Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Gobert down low. Adams on him. And Adams sends it back. And he recovers it. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Pass to Jones. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And you look at the pathway to the NBA for young players, Chris, opportunities now to go pro at 16, 17 years of age. The landscape is certainly changing, isn't it?
Well, the NBA said they're going to take an active role, making sure these teams get the best coaching, training, and learning. And overall, I see more promise than problems.
Now, here's Melton. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Mitchell wide open. Here's Gobert. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Jones up top. Defended by Gobert. Gobert with the block. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Conley inside the line. And he gets it to go from the corner. Conley's got 11 in the second half. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jones dishes to Adams. On the wing, Jackson. Over Ingles. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
Now look, if you're on the defense, you live with that. Sometimes Jackson makes hard shots look routine.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Conley against Adams. Shoots from the right block. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Jackson. Over Mitchell. Jackson misses. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Mitchell outside. Shot from 12. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got assist number 5 here tonight. Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Ingles against Brooks. On the wing, Melton. Clock at 6. Good work defensively by Conley. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Now here's Gobert for 3. Mitchell buries it from three-point range. Mitchell's got 36.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Utah.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season. And what a huge standout performance it was
for Donovan Mitchell.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
The first one falls. And Conley drops them both. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Brooks against Conley. Brooks with the bucket.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
Here is Conley. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something to watch. What's your approach at that end?
Just try to win games, you know, and my teammates put out trust in me, being aggressive on the ball.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.